I want to highlight our academic program, but really the rest of this afternoon is about you experiencing it for yourself.
For those of you that don't know, we have a beautiful makerspace that's right behind you. I hope all of you got a chance to see it. It's a collaborative, student-led space where anyone can make anything.
And I was talking to a student who had come to Kehillah sort of in a mid-year. And I asked this student, what was it that drew you to Kehillah, and what is it that has you so happy here? And what he said to me is, I came to Kehillah and I realized I could just exhale. I could just be me.
But what we do here, number one, is every few weeks, students come together in a town hall space for a student-led discussion, oftentimes about school policy, and oftentimes to examine issues of social and political consequence, not just through an adult lens, but through how kids perceive it. Because the issues that matter to kids are not oftentimes the issues that matter to adults. And it's really important that we listen to them. Because when we listen to them, they engage more powerfully. And they get to practice what we need now more than ever, which is when you come together and you get to share diverse ideas and you set norms for respectful discourse, your empathy enlarges, shared understanding grows, and you develop into an engaged citizen who knows how to engage with difference, which is absolutely critical.
As someone who's been here for 4 years as well, I feel that my voice is heard. I have an impact in the school. I really got the opportunity to study more about my own culture, my own religion, Hinduism, and
we like to give them the opportunity to really shape the future of this institution in ways that make them feel when they go home like, yeah, I came here and I matter.
I'm so grateful that, Kehillah's been able to work with me with my training and competition schedules, but being a student and going to school helps me actually perform better in, gymnastics, and so that's just, school is something I really value. It's what I love.
So when I work with kids, I think one of my biggest focus is really aligning with this idea that I think college admissions is not just about getting into college. It's really also about learning about themselves.
The students have been awesome and very thoughtful and intentional about their college process, and here to help guide them finding the right fit for them.
A college search, college list, application reviews. When they get to the UCs, they have all the UC personal insight question they have to write for. We review students' application if they want to before they send it off. And it is meant to be every step of the college applications process for them. And even though we have larger group meetings or workshops, but really the bulk of our work is one-on-one with students and families.
Our educators here are trying to create spaces where students can explore ideas every single day, where they can think divergently, where they can examine Milton and Paradise Lost, they can examine art, they can produce and prototype fascinating new products in robotics. And in the process, they're exercising that part of their brain. But what George Land also understood too was convergent thinking was important as well, which is the ability not only to innovate and iterate and ideate, but to analyze, test, and evaluate. And when those two things are in balance, students really transform not only their own intellectual ability, but they become artists, scientists, scholars, athletes, and anything they want to become. And the great thing about this space is students get to define their future in very powerful ways. And as a faculty, we're trying to constantly model that creative process, because if we're not learning through professional development, through teamwork, by engaging with emerging trends in the field, then education is going to be static and stale.
With our focus on fit and support, our students are able to get into top schools, not in spite of our culture, but really because of our culture.
Because the best thing about this place is this is a safe space for them to do what you should do in your teenage years, which is explore, expand, and enrich your identity by taking risks, being comfortable with failure, and learning from our fantastic faculty.
It's a student-led community. I think students love Kehillah as much as Kehillah loves the students.